testing this time, and let's see if everything works. Start recording first thing. So I was going to play Onward this afternoon, then I thought about the Steam sale, went and looked, and you figure it, I came into the title of this game. I haven't played for a while, and it's real cool in VR. I bet you will like it. Starting it now. Let's see how it goes. I mean, for the sake of variety at least. I don't want to always be playing the same stuff. It's bound to get boring otherwise. Loading the profile, getting the controllers. And let's see. The overlays come up. Very convenient. 1, 2, 3. Where's the overlay? No overlay. Not at all, in fact. This is worrisome. I will start it, I guess. We still won't have any FPS VR if it didn't start, though. Strange. Every day there is one. Let's see if it's going to work now. Okay, this one has come up. Strange, though. Well, okay, I better not touch anything. I don't really need FPS VR in any case. Let's just leave it at that. This works, it's good enough. I better not do anything strange. The other day, I really got into trouble by trying to start OBS VR. And this is the forest. Okay. Making room for a VR standing game. You can never have enough room for this kind of games. And what else do we need? Well, I switched scene. I have one just for standing games. Should be this. Yes, indeed. And now I've lost the overlay. Now the overlay is back. I think we're there. I'm starting a new game for this, since in any case I don't remember much. We better not make it too difficult. Let's start with normal difficulty. So, do you know about the forest? There is something I forgot. I need the cable guardian, otherwise I'll get all tangled up in like 2 minutes. Where is the pointer? What the fuck? Where is the pointer? Here it is. It doesn't work. I know why. When you move the... look how it starts now. You're inside the... Well, it's how it was supposed to start. We're starting in any case after I managed to start Cable Guardian. Yes, I'm supposed to crash in the plane, but I'm actually crashing the stream today. Why don't you want to make me start Cable Guardian? For a second there. I think I'll have to do it with the joystick. Yes. I think it started. We'll never know. I'll know when I get tangled. Tell you what. Let's just play. So, the setup is a bit like Lost, but I think we'll have to restart, because I was a dumb... No, it works. And basically, the plane crashes on a deserted island. I'm not so all-blooded. Look at the hands, they render very well, and this completely supports the index controller, by the way, so you can move them. Yeah, it's working. And it reflects that. And apparently already we have a victim. Well, this is a bit strange, because how do you end up with an axe after crashing with the plane basically embedded in your torso? Let's see if I remember the controls. I think you pick up stuff by doing the grabbing gesture. Okay, this is the book you utilize for building things. Then you should have an inventory. I believe it's pushing this, yes. So if I want to go to remove from my hand my axe, so I can interact, I should press not this, this neither. It's not the most intuitive system of control, but look at that, I can actually pick up stuff nonetheless. You basically have to pick up everything you see. You're going to need it eventually. I see. These are not picked up, these are just hidden. And I guess you see how hungry you are here, and this is also your health, probably the red bar on the left. So let's start to patrol the area, eating again. Already I'm almost full. I should probably, well, I'm brooded, but I'm not wounded, it seems. Okay, let's leave this place and start. This has got very good graphics, as you can see in VR. Probably one of the best woody environments. Easily comparable to the best Skyrim mods. These are broken like this. No, you just... It says it's locked. Okay, first you bump it, then it opens. And you can get all the stuff you need. These are useful because you have to basically... It's a game where you're a bit like MacGyver. You're always building stuff. So you need scotch tape, pieces of wood, stone, things like that. You also build your refuge for keeping yourself warm during the night. And not just that, but we'll get to that. So, this is a rock, scotch tape. And let's go around a bit. By the way, this game is also on sale. Probably you noticed it if you went to Steam in the last days. And it's not expensive at all. I didn't pay much for it even when I bought it back in the day. Now it's like $10. In my opinion, if you like VR action, hey L, it's The Forest. Thank you for commenting. The name of the game is The Forest. It's basically it's a survival game, but also a bit of a survival horror game, where you actually meet a lot of, let's just call them hostiles. You will see soon enough, if I can remember enough of the game. So I'm still a bit hungry. There's various ways you can find food in this game. It doesn't run very well though, probably because I'm also streaming. I will have to reduce the details a bit. Well, they're already pretty low. Light scatter, let's put it on medium. Sunshine occlusion, I guess we won't need it. Grass distance medium. Color grading original. Ocean quality low. This is okay. Can I disable it? Yeah, let's disable all the stuff we don't really need. I hope it doesn't have to restart. No, it works perfectly well. And already I can see it runs a lot better, even despite looking mostly the same. That's food. I will eat until I'm full. This is what you can build, you see. It's very convenient. You have everything on the book, and you choose here and there. Okay, the inventory is on this button instead. And this is what I have. It shows you like this. That should be food, yeah. Restores energy. It's supposed to tell me the buttons, but it doesn't work with the index controller. But it worked when I pushed at random, so now I've eaten. I'll gather some more wood. We can always build the refuge when we need it. I guess we better not waste too much time on that for now. But if I remember well, you need a lot of stones and sticks. I'm already filled with stones, but this is also potentially useful. Let's get it. This one. These are clothes, basically. You can craft stuff with these things. For instance, if you put the stick with the cloth, what do you get? It's a torch, I think. No, it's an upgraded stick. Maybe you add to the stick. I don't remember much of this game, I tell you. I played it. If you put the booze on it, scotch tape, no. This sucks a bit, because when you play without VR, you actually get the results for what you're doing. Whereas in VR, it's all left to your imagination and creativity. Or you can Google it also. But I guess we don't have yet anything or true use. I also have some medicines. Okay, good to know. And the environment, as you see, it gets windy. You have variable weather conditions. There's a day-night cycle. There's an area with snow also. The sea looks awesome. It's a good game all around. From a technical point of view, one of the best in VR, in my opinion. This is water, good. Good because I'm also a bit thirsty. Am I not? Yeah, when you're by the sea, it can be troubling. You need actually how do you say, not salty water. Otherwise, you cannot drink it. But this I should be able to drink. If I understand the way, okay, this is very disconcerting. Why did it have to be made like this in VR? And in theory you should boil the water, if I well remember, because otherwise you lose a bit of health. But at first you won't be able to do it, because you need a pot and water. Now you see this. Now this would be quite unexpected in a normal situation. Yeah. So this island is not uninhabited, but actually we already knew we was going to bump into something of that type. Okay, I've just eaten by mistake some berries that actually have hurt me, judging by the sound effect, but not by much, if my health indeed is the red one. Okay, let's go and see what they have. I also raise the volume a bit. I can almost only hear the fans of my PC going full speed, and this requires a very hefty computer, especially if you're streaming like this. Especially. I'm also out of the frame, just now noticing it. Okay, but do tell me in the chat, because I can read you. And these are other berries. In theory, if I remember, you can look at the book and it tells you which are edible. There was a page about that. But I will tell you, I don't care. I'm going to eat better stuff in any case. These are all the various animals, the things you can build. And these are the... What is happening there? It's moving by itself. Already it's a bit worrisome. Also because, oh, look here. These are supposed to be pieces of meat. No, probably I just picked up a human arm, I think. It's not rendered very well, but it should be that. Oh, already I'm turning too much to the right. You see how I'm pretending to be scared? Well, maybe not too well. I'm not that kind of streamer, but I should strive for it when I play this game. Yeah, this is a human feet. Oh my god, a human feet. Yeah, something like that. As I told you, it's a bit of an evil game. Probably one of the few that has really scared me in VR. It makes you feel something when you meet the enemy the first time. And I tell you, as a gamer that usually doesn't get very much involved in what he does, I mostly stay myself. But this is a game that scared me. Because played in VR, like this, when you actually, the first time you play, you don't know what you're going to run into, like you in this case, and when you run into them, it's terribly scary. You will see. At first maybe you don't notice, you just hear the sounds, then you see some movements in the corner of your eyes. Oh look, a lizard. This can be eaten, by the way, and perhaps I can already start to build some better weapons, because now I have some stuff. For instance, the bow would be nice, but the bow I believe needs string. I think you can build also a mace. I remember I had a mace made from a human skull. We can load later maybe my save. But this is the skull, and I should already be... The skull, this is a skull, right? Where is my inventory? Here it is. It's just a bird looking for trouble, and here's the mace. It's not too bad as a weapon. Well, the axe is almost as good, but in this way you have selection, and it looks kinda nice, doesn't it? To be or not to be, and so on. But, okay, I'm filled with stones. I can no longer build get stones. So, let's keep our exploration of the forest going. I check from time to time if someone is commenting, because in this kind of games you have to remember doing it. And now I'll go back to the axe, because in most situations it's best to have the axe ready. You can easily get birds, by the way. They're very stupid in this game. So that's it. A bird lands there, then another bird lands in the exact same place, and you whack, kill him as well. But tell you what, since it's the only way to save, I guess we better start building a hut. And let's see if I remember how you do it. Well, first thing first, you look at... This is also a good place, by the way, because there's water there that you can drink. And you go here. This is tiles of fire, okay. These are the shelters. Let's make the smallest one to begin with. This is actually easier to make, if I will remember. You just need some wood and stones. You press... like this. You put the sticks and the stones. I need some more sticks and more stones. And then I need 7 pieces of big wood that you get from the big trees, like this. They're actually fairly easy and satisfying to bring down in VR. You hit them like so. Pa, pa, pa. Some more. You really get into it after a while. And I just hit the very hut I'm trying to build, but the game doesn't seem to care. And you can actually only bring one of these at a time, so you have to make more than one trip. Well, it's not going to be a problem. I basically drop them on the very hut. And here they are. Look at them. How cute they look. These are the natives. The natives of the island. I cannot tell you how I felt the first time I met them, not knowing they would be there, because they're very disconcerting. Look how they are. They look like Gollum. They move like him also. And they're also, at first they're scared of you. You see how they behave. You can kill one, maybe two, and there's no big consequence. Now I'm dropping a tree on him. That's a weaponized tree. But believe me when I say you cannot be friends with these guys. There is no way in hell. Let's put the tree here. Now he's on top of the log. What do you say? Should I go and attack these things? I still feel the way I felt the first time. These are very, very horrible people that basically you just kill like this when you see them. Otherwise, it's you or him. This isn't a game where you can make new friends, unless that is you play online. We could try to play online too. I don't know if you can do it with VR, but I think so. So 4. And let's run away. Yes. 5. I also need more sticks and stones. So this stone, and this is where I'm building. 6. There's some stuff here. A ball. The ball, I don't know what you do with the ball. 7. And I still need 2 sticks. The sticks you get from the smaller plants. Like this, for instance. Well, I didn't see the stick though. Let's just hit some plants around them. I'm bound to eventually find one. 1. And 2. And you go back to the thing. And you build it. Oh, another stick. I'll never be done with this thing. Bah. Hi, Nix. Yes, I saw someone play this online with friend. Yeah, it's definitely an online game, but I don't know if it works. Oh, the bluebird! Okay, I'm sorry, little bluebird, but everyone has to eat once in a while. I know you can play in VR, I just was in online, I just don't know if it works well in VR, but we will see soon enough. So, let's save in the 4th slot. I certainly don't want to overwrite the older saves. And it worked, okay. And now basically you go exploring, because the whole point of this game is to save yourself and somehow get back to civilization from the island where you find yourself. And there are many things you have to find at first. There's some weapons, useful items of various kinds, and mostly you find them exploring very, very strange and mysterious places. Here's another emblem from our native friends. This is probably the worst of them all. I better destroy this horrible thing. Let's see if I can craft something new. I wanted the bow, to tell you the truth. Maybe I can see in the book how it's fashioned. Wait, I'll go with the slide. The bow. Shelters. No. Building. It sucks, you see, because you have the recipes. I don't know how it's pronounced. In any case, it tells you how to build things when you're playing without VR, but not with VR. Okay. I could even refer to a wiki, but as you've noticed, it's not very easy to go and use the keyboard while you're playing a standing game in VR. And again, outside of the picture, yeah. This will be a recurring theme today, I'm afraid. And also, what is this? Nothing useful. I hear the sound of the wind, or are these bees? No, it's the wind. Now, one thing they finally added, originally you didn't even have the overlay for the position of the shelter when you played in VR. And it was extremely, yeah, that's the word, it was extremely easy to get lost. Now, finally, it works also in VR and it tells you where you have to go back to save. And that's a big improvement. But still, the recipes don't appear when you go and craft stuff. I don't know why they did it like this. Oh, it starts to rain. You see, as I was saying, there's a lot of changing weather condition. I was trying to go here. And well, I'm starting to have some good stuff here. Coins, crafting ingredient. I also have the teeth from the guys that I killed. And the teeth you can use to improve your weapons, if I well remember. Basically, you scotch tape it to the actual weapon, like this. Well, it doesn't work with all weapons. It works with the stick. Neither. Ah, no, I remember it. It's not made with the scotch tape. You use the tree sap and the teeth. Yeah, and you can do it with any weapons. Let's do it with the mace. And basically what you're doing is you put the teeth on the skull and it becomes more dangerous. Well, you put it in the behind of the skull. I guess I'm supposed to use it like this. I don't know. These are red birds. Die. No, die, you stupid bird. I missed it. Okay, let's go upwards and see what we can find. Of course, realistically speaking, this wouldn't be the best time to explore an deserted island when it's raining like this. But we might as well. It's just a game, isn't it? You can make some light with your lighter. This is the only magical tool in your gear. Basically, never runs out. And it makes more light than you would imagine. That's a nice advertisement for, well, it's named Seal, so it's not what I was thinking. But it's good advertisement nonetheless. The never failing lighter. Let's go where I can see the landscape better. I'll try to get on top of the hill. You see how well modeled and varied the environment is. It's really cool with the mountains over there. It is a good looking VR game. It's a bit like Minecraft, yes, Nix, but it's also much more simple. You cannot craft as many things. It's more about the atmosphere of it. And also you will see, it's a bit like Resident Evil. You wouldn't think about it at first, but it really surprised me. Probably it's more like that than even a normal survival game. Let's keep our trip going and see when I can start finding useful things. I can now do some light with the lighter. Probably it would be better if I fashioned a torch. And I think I have the stuff I need to make a torch because it was made with this. And there was booze in it. Maybe it was up. No, he actually put teeth on it now because I still have the teeth. Wow, now it's starting to rain badly. Booze. Well, what I want to do is pretty clear in my mind. Probably I would even be able to craft it in real life. What is this? Chicory. Okay, now it's completely night. I don't like where we're going. No, like this. He keeps putting teeth on it. Now it's the teethiest piece. The most teethy piece of wood that's ever been. No, we cannot go around like this. I'll go and rest until it's day again. Now this is a dangerous moment, because enemies could surprise me. Let's gather some more herbs. That was maybe chicory again. I believe the Italian word for chicory is cicoria, but I'm not sure. In any case, can you imagine how cool would it be if Rust was playable in VR? That would be a game to pass days. Like they were hours. Okay, making as much light as I can. I'm going back to the shelter. How am I? I'm also quite hungry. Okay, we will have to cook after I sleep. And again drink, of course. Like all survivors, the days really pass in a little time. You often have to go and rest. So I like to break everything I see, just for the sake of it, and try to pick it up then. That's part of the survival experience. Just like in Final Fight, you used to break all the scenery in the hopes of finding health items, health restoring items. So save again, and I guess rest. How do I rest? No, it only says save. Ah, it's the other hand. Okay, rest. But it's not this button, nor is it this. Ah, I see what it's trying to tell me. Not the best interface to say the least, but rest. And I rest. Okay, now waking up, of course I'm hungry, so what do? You light a fire and you cook stuff. If I well remember, it's not like this. Fire goes there. Fire would go there. Ah, you have to press like this. And then you put the sticks and the leaves. You light the fire. Also very immersive in VR. You actually have to crouch for doing it. And cooking happens when you go to the interface here. I got some meat from the birds at the very least. Here it is. Equip is this button. Yes, I'm starting to understand the interface. And use is this. Yes, the fire is cooking the meat. Now it should tell me when I can get it. It says 1. Maybe I can put 2 in there. Use. I put leaves in it for the purpose of actually lighting the fire more. But also I see, okay, and I can eat. Use. And I hit, and I hit again, I guess. Well, there's still meat there. Should cook soon. Why doesn't he crouch? You cannot crouch actually in this game. Yeah, you crouch a bit, but it's better to... Oops! I also broke the fire. Probably because I hit it by mistake with the very weapon I'm holding. And what happens now? Well, I'm still a bit hungry. I guess I'll eat one of the snacks. Eat is the button on top, okay. And of course now you have to drink. So let's go back to the water 1 second, then we keep exploring. It's all part of the survival experience. There is some backtracking in it. Let's bring some more of the native totem just for the sake of it. With all these ants. Okay. Probably has good stuff in it. You probably can buy very easily, even if you don't cook. You can easily find stuff to eat around the game's world. But it's more immersive in a way like this. Okay, it's hurting me, I told you it would. But also it's removing the thirst, so it's all good. Also the health recovers with time. If I well remember, if you were fed, I should recover health. Well, actually, I'm not holding my finger like this. Well, you can do a lot of gestures. I wonder how it works in VR. We have to test it. In multiplayer, I meant. I'll go multiplayer soon. Bye, Nix. Have a nice day. Thank you for showing up, as always. This happy beep is telling me that the wire is not yet tangled. Feels nice to have a guy that comes and tells you if the stream isn't working well. Since he didn't tell me anything, I know it's working well. So thank you, Nitz. It's always a bit of a gamble in VR because it's not so easy to check the stream and see how it's going. Here's another lizard. These are good. You can do a lot of stuff when I kill one of these. You can both hit them and use them for the purpose of fabricating some kind of armor, if I well remember. If only I had a bow. The bow, I think I'll open the wiki. Eventually I'm going to need it. Let's try to see what... Well, but you certainly need some kind of string to make the bow. It cannot just be stick plus... No. I need something I don't have. So let's keep looking for stuff that is potentially useful. I filled with both sticks and stones. I'm basically walking in a random direction. I mean, one is as good as the others. I haven't explored the island yet. Let's see what I can find. There should be entrances to the underworld actually, like holes in the ground you descend into, and there is this vast network of caves below the forest where you find most of the interesting things. I believe we will find it soon. One of the entrances, I mean. But if we don't, in any case, we're bound to run into something interesting. I will also probably make a new shelter when we have to rest this time, because we walk so much. It doesn't take much stuff to do it in any case. This is the hall. I don't know about the hall, honestly. Probably there's a way to get into it. Now I will be certain that. If only I could find some lengths of rope. What is this? Something good, apparently, judging by the sound. Maybe it's to restore my health. I'm still a bit hungry, though. I love to remove my weapon when I go and cook. I see nothing here. What is this supposed to be? Seems to have positive effect, though. Well, good for me, I guess. Judging by the icon, it seemed like trees up or something. Maybe it was honey. Is it possible? But lying that way in the ground. Boo. Very strange. Okay, I should have a stamina bar, I believe, somewhere, because I cannot run for long, it seems. No, it's just that, yeah, it's another defect of the Steam controller. When you keep it clicked and press forward, sometimes it loses the click. They're not very well made. Unfortunately, many people have returned them, theirs. Probably I will eventually. This could be one of the entrances. They're shaped sort of like that. They're basically like rocks that have a hole in them, and then you get into the hole and you descend in a rope. We're probably going to find one eventually, sooner or later. This is worth noting. Ah, here's another one of the native. Well, actually two of them. No one behind. Let's get ready for a fight. Maybe I will loot something useful from these guys. I love the way they move. Woo! Imagine this, you find yourself on a deserted island and these guys show up. They don't want to fight at first, but eventually they find the courage to. That's a turtle, okay. Haha, haha, do you think I'll let you go? You fucker. You fucker. Then they attack when you don't look. The turtles also are useful. Now, I would hate to kill the turtle, but also probably it's useful gear. I better kill it. Oh! Well, it's a turtle. It takes some time to die. You fucking die, turtle. Used to be easier last time I played. You get turtle meat for it, and I think also the shell is used to fashion some kind of armor. Where did they go? Well, I don't think I can kill it. I mean, it's a turtle. No, I'm sorry, little turtle. I'm sorry. Doesn't die. I don't know what to say. Let's keep looking for the cave's entrance. The fact that these guys show up, it's probably a good sign. Maybe I can kill the lizard. Ah, the lizard I can. I'm the bane of wildlife. That thing is completely unscathed, by the way. Just a little bit of blood on it. It's the immortal turtle. What am I holding? The head of the beast. Remove this useful thing. That would have been the crazy. Maybe with the axe you can chop the head of the turtle. No, I'm sorry, little turtle. Let's leave the turtle where it is. I remember you could kill it, but maybe I had better weapons by the time I got to her the first time. I don't know why I say it's a her. Ah no, I know why. Because turtle is female in Italian. We say la tartaruga, which is female, but it's not in English. So I should say, I was mean to it, not her. This could look in theory like a place where an entrance to the cave is situated. We will meet it in any case, eventually. That's nothing of value. Another one on the lizard. The lizard, I do remember something you can craft from them. When you have like 5 or 6 skins, you can make an armor for it. This I remember. But not the easiest thing to kill, especially now that I don't have the, how's it named, the bow. But their pathfinding needs work, so that's good. Also I should get the meat, not just the skin. Yeah, we're going to eat it eventually. How's my hunger bar, by the way? Well, not the best at the moment. Ah, here's an entrance. Okay, here's an entrance. Now, my first idea would be to build a shelter before going into there, because so I can save. But tell you what, I don't care. Ah, the feathers are useful also. Use the feather for making... These birds are so stupid. For making arrows. And maybe I will find what I need to make arrows down there. Let's go and look. The interesting part starts now. And let's turn on the lighter and start the crazy descent. Because of course you will do that in a desert time. Too bad it doesn't work first person. That's a real letdown. Unfortunately. You should put me into the guy's mind for the entire descent. This is a big letdown. Maybe if I leave, I turn off the lighter, it goes down quicker. Oh, apparently it does. It's a bit like the ladder from Metal Gear. You have to be patient. The famous never-ending ladder. What does my phone want? Not in this moment. Nothing of importance. Okay, we got to the bottom of it. Now here is where you find the really good loot. You can find a lot of stuff here. Better weapons, better materials. Of course you take a risk for it. There's a lot of terrifying stuff in this place. And now the lighter actually, which I spoke so well about, is no longer working. I found some... What the hell is this? Okay, it's gone. I should find it in my inventory, I believe. Open the inventory. A broken toy, a piece of Timmy star. I never found that. First time. And these are drawings, I believe, of Timmy. Maybe Timmy is my son, something like that. Okay, crosses, strange imagery. Basically what you would expect to find in this kind of game. Some more skulls. This is a rope. This is a rope you can climb, though. So probably I cannot get it. Let's just climb it and see what's on top. It would be nice if you could remove it then and take it with you, but I don't think you can. This is piece of a dead person. Hopefully not Timmy. I hope these aren't Timmy's leg. Okay, I also eating the cable pulley system. Ah, and that's unspeakable horror. Yeah, one of the things you find down here. I definitely don't have the weapons to fight it. If I go to that, I'm dead for sure. Let's go the other way. I don't think it hunts for you. Basically it stays there. Use. I think I changed my clothes. Well, I cannot see my body, so in any case it doesn't make much difference. I don't know if keeping the lights on is a good idea, but I wouldn't be able to see shit if I turn off the lighter. Ominous sounds in the distance. I cannot see shit even with the lighter, actually. Eventually you do find an electric torchlight. Maybe we will down here. Let's keep exploring. Sound effects are really convincing. All I have is this little lighter. I'm below the shutter, by the way. That's the shutter I built. fingers. We can't do anything with this. Keep this blasted lighter. I think they introduced a shitty lighter function. It didn't work like this originally. For what I remember, you basically had always good light whenever you want. What is this? Looks like some sort of... we have money here. Not that we're going to need money for much, but we might as well pick up all the money. I think you can use money to light up your fire, so that's some sort of metaphor there, I believe. The medicine, I have the max. And by the way, do we always have full health? No. So let's use one of the medicine and then pick up that. Meds. Okay. More medicine. Here I can eat. And this replenishes my hunger meter. And also I believe I should drink. I found the mother lode here. Look at the stuff I see. To drink, I have this, I believe you can drink. Yes, soda. Replenishes energy, but also the thirst matter. Yeah, of course it does. So keep eating. It's always good. Perfect, now I'm full. More drinks. The washes, I believe, are actually a crafting material you use to make mechanic things. Actually, you're supposed to take them apart. And this guy has a cell phone in his mouth, if you can imagine that. But apparently I cannot pull it out. Does he actually also have... Yeah, that's probably a tray embedded in his very throat. Someone has a sense of humor here. This other guy has all his entrails sticking out because, I mean, it's always nice imagery to have in a game. And that's actually something I've never seen in this game. This is a motherfucking Japanese katana. I'm going to love this. Let me see the katana, man. A motherfucking katana. I never got this thing. And I played it for hours, mind you. This should be able to do some damage against the natives. The fuel is probably also useful. It's a bit arbitrary what you can pick and what you can't in this game. For instance, I would think that many other things here were worth picking up, but apparently the game thinks otherwise. You can also turn on the fire, but it's not worth anything. What's this sound? Am I taking damage? No. There's more stuff. What the fuck? Yeah, now I'm on fire. Shut it. That's the stupidest thing to do. So you're not supposed to walk on fire in this game. Okay, now we know. Should I take one med? Yeah, maybe just to be sure. Would suck to die here. I haven't saved in a while. But with my trusty and newly found Japanese katana, we should be able to defend ourselves to the best of our abilities. I still wouldn't go for the monster though. The monster needs a different approach. You can actually build Molotov cocktails. And maybe I can build them. Let me see. It's made with the booze. And that's all. You just put the booze with the cloth. So, tell you what. Maybe I will also engage the monster. One. How many can I make? Another one. Just one. Another one. Okay, we have a good supply of Molotov. If we keep them like this, then keep it very far away from the lighter, like the lighter here and the bottle there, while walking towards the enemy. Now wait a second, I'll do it like this. I'll pull it out only when I really need it. I'm worried that the game might glitch and I actually light it up too soon. So, where was the way to the monster? Up there. I think 3-4 Molotovs should be enough for that thing. Doesn't seem like it has ranged abilities, but honestly I don't remember about it. Now the lighter has shut itself again. Let's go look for trouble. That's not what you're supposed to do in a survival situation, but this being a game, I mean, we might as well. I don't think you die outright in this game in any case. If I die, I get captured, but with the monster maybe it's different. You can free yourself when you get captured. That's not the monster, that's just one of the natives. Yes, the monster, holy shit. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I'm not ready. It's made of bodies. Give me the fucking Molotov now. How the fuck do I throw this thing? Why is VR always so confusing? Get another one? Maybe... yeah. Good thing I didn't set myself on fire, by the way. No, I keep making the same mistake. Okay, I guess what? I just whack him with my katana and hope it's enough. Since apparently I'm a fool completely unable to use a Molotov, I might as well pay the ultimate price for it. It's not as menacing as it looks, though. Yeah, shitty pathfinder. Okay. Maybe I spoke too soon. And now what happens? At least it looked kinda cool, I guess. You don't die, you get captured. Yeah, like this. They bring you to another place in the caverns. Basically, you can never die in this game. And you have to free yourself. Okay, I got the axe again. I think I still have my full inventory, yeah, so it's not that bad as it looks. Also, my health is now below the feet, so let's take a med or two. I'll have to look into the correct use of Molotov. Well, the meds did almost nothing. Probably I have to take more. That's too bad, really. So that's what I lost. A lot of materials on that silly death. I definitely overestimated the power of the Japanese katana. Let's try again to throw a Molotov now that I'm not in immediate danger. Because I think the idea was to... Okay. Well, it's wrong in the context of the index controller, it's wrong. Because you don't throw it actually with the grip, but with the trigger. Like the Oculus. Now, it makes sense in the Oculus because you have nothing better. But when you actually can hold things with your hand, it doesn't make sense. It's just a mistake in the way they created the interface. I know I have full health, so maybe they regenerate over time when you take the meds. Well, okay, nothing of great value was lost. What is this? I got some kind of map. Put it back. Give me the katana. I can surely kill the natives with this. Was that a compass? Ah yeah, you have a compass now. That's the most useful thing in the world. A Giro's God? What did he say? Achievement unlocked. Boy Scout. I don't think I've ever been in this cavern, even the past times I played this game. This one is just a dead guy. More meds, good, because I had to waste all mine. Before leaving... another guy that has been captured, being even unluckier than me. We can escape from here, if you can imagine that. Well, I don't know if it's an escape. Let's go and explore. Maybe the cavern continues that way. What the fuck are you doing now? I don't like this sound. Will you climb the blasted rope? Thank you. I think the monster is still about. I better not test my luck. Yeah, you go out from here. Okay. Well, all things considered, I mean, I'm also close to the shelter. Let's try to save, maybe rest. I don't want to test my luck too much. This is the fearful Japanese katana. I was completely unable to kill some 2 or 3 corpses stitched together. Yes, that is also within the scope of possibilities. I should have considered it. Good thing we now know how to throw the Molotov. That will be helpful. Let's go and save. To the shelter I go. Well, I could just as easily build another, but why waste the time? I'm close, I mean. Ooh, so many skulls. And also some limbs. Here's a foot. You can't leave a foot there. You always have to have an extra feet or two. I always walk like this when I have a katana in hand, because it looks cooler, you see, you have to utilize the blade. It always make katana sounds, even when you cut little branches. Now you cannot escape me, lizard. I guess the katana, even you, are vulnerable. Okay, I'm already filled with meat. I cannot take any more. Maybe it means I can make the armor. Let's see. The armor was made with just... No, these are clothes. Normal ones. But they just dropped for some reason. All I wanted to do was... Yeah, you need just 7 of these, I think. But apparently I don't have 7, okay. Yeah, you could make an armor. That I remember. At least that I do. In any case, for the bow, I'm sure I cannot build the bow. I don't have what I would need to build the bow yet. Okay, let's save, then we go on with the exploration. Save here. Maybe later I will also load one of my more advanced saves, so we can try to go on with the story. I never finished this game, by the way. Probably because the VR version came out during the summer. Now, I don't know if you have VR, but playing it during the summer, when it gets pretty hot like it does in my country, is not the best of experiences. Basically, you cook your head and eyes right into the skull. It's even more horrific than the game. Let's go this way. Or maybe this is the exact same way I went earlier, yeah. The hole is over there. Let's start to the right of the ore. If you can imagine that, actually, holding the stick, the thumbstick pressed is hurting my finger. That's the point to which they made it a bit too hard. Now it rains again. Well, now that I have a katana, I feel a bit safer. But this isn't a real katana, it's a bit too short. Probably it's a wakizashi, the short samurai sword. Nothing of use, nothing of use. How's my hunger and thirst? I'm getting a bit hungry. Probably I'll have to do a fire now and eat something, but let's first find another destination. Okay, I went the exact same way, I should have gone left. Now you see how good I am at telling directions. I'm just cutting things because it looks cool with the katana, there is no reason for it. I don't need to do any. You could also go like this. Yaijutsu, the art of extracting the katana from its sheath. Well, I don't have a sheath, but it still looks cool nonetheless. This isn't the same village as before, I think. I'm not sure about it. I will walk the same direction. Eventually I'll get to something, I guess. You need a map, you really need the map to know where you're going. But that's another thing you have to find in the caves. And it's not the easiest thing to find it. There's some loot here. Ah, good. Stuff to eat. Because I will also have to eat soon. It says I'm thirsty, by the way. Why don't you just drink the rain, man? Some more boots for making seemingly useless. It's a real shame. I could have killed the monster if the interface actually made sense. Why do you have to throw the things with the trigger when you have a grip? Strange mysteries of gaming. Well, of VR gaming for the most part. Ah, here's the pot. With the pot you can boil the water, and it doesn't remove any more health from your pool, so that's a very useful thing to have. Also, I seem to remember there are tents. Okay, I'm back to the airplane. That's how good I can tell directions from one another. Well, at least it made me get the pot. Let's go this way at this point. We might as well. I don't know if these are the edible ones. Apparently, no, they're hurting me. But they don't hurt you that much. I will have to drink soon though. And there's a lake here. Okay. I didn't really think I was in that part of the room. More clothes. Clothes are probably also a crafting material. We'll have to go to the wiki eventually. I might as well drink. Doesn't let me drink. You have to find the exact right spot, okay. Now, as I was saying, and now I have a hat, I don't know when I got it. As I said, you can boil, and you should in theory boil your water. It doesn't make all that much of a difference. I just eat a snack or two now, since I still have them. And drink some more. It's like a Tamagotchi of sorts. You drink, you eat, and then you can go about your way. Ah, these birds were a bit faster. Okay. Give me the meat and the feather. The feather you have to hunt sometimes. Here's one. Not that I'm gonna need any arrows, since I cannot seem to fashion a bow. Ah, it's beeping, it means I am tangling the cable. So let's go like this and back to the business of kicking ass. Well, or kicking the plants ass, at least. Not so much when it's monsters. I'm totally destroying my thumb. Because it's so hard to keep the button pressed. I should really make it an on-off proposition. It's not like there's an option, no. Let me check one sec. It kinda sucks, in fact, to... Ah, actually there is, look at this. Toggle. This is much better. Ah. Good thing I checked. Yeah, now I only press it once and then it keeps running. Actually, when you stop it's back to walking, you press it again and it starts running. And that's very good interface design. Ah, I remember that bot. The bot has useful stuff too, but I think there are sharks in the sea. So there's this little danger. The bot could also have a map. But this is not the bot, okay. There is a bot there, but not the bot I remember. Should I go and swim? What did you say? Well, maybe after saving, here I could easily build a shelter. Well, that's worth exploring, I mean. It has to have something good. Besides, it's almost dark. Let's build a shelter, save, then make it become morning. I'll make the other type, the one with leaves and stuff. Maybe I'll already have what I need. Place the thing. It's just sticks and leaves, I mean. The leaves I should have. Yeah, and I need some more sticks. There's one here. Well, there would be one here if I could pick it up, but apparently I cannot. 1, 2 sticks. 1, 2 sticks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's certainly enough. What's happening? Okay, lost tracking for a second. And now... rest. You rest like this. Ah, this is a single-use shelter, right. I should have saved first. Now, what do I do? Hey, I wanted to save, and I haven't saved. I also have to eat again. Let's cook something. Ah, there's a tent. So I made it for nothing. But it's the same, I didn't use expensive materials. Why do I keep losing tracking though? Ah, that's the craziest thing, guys. That's the craziest thing. Oh no, my sensor is off. What is this? Now I'm getting a little worried. I tried to power cycle it. Huh. Yes. I think I broke one of the sensors. Huh. I'll put it in a different socket. No, okay, it's coming alive. I didn't know Valve Index sensor could glitch like that. Well, let's hope it never does it again. It's coming online anyway. I had to remove the plug and then put it back. Now it's green. Okay. And I think I should see it if I go to Steam. Yeah. Now I have bought Turn off. That's the strangest and most worrisome thing. I hope he never does it again. Okay, what was I doing? A fire. Well, wait a second. I see a lot of stuff here. What is this? Another pot you cannot take. This is also good for saving. Good. But before doing anything, I want to eat. For the purpose of eating, fire. My god, if this thing breaks, I would hate it. Bob takes his damn time to RMA things, and I know it very well because I already had to send back one of the sensors. Actually, I had one of the noisy one. You have no idea the noise it made. It was the most annoying thing in the world. How do I light up this thing? Come on, stupid game. It doesn't want to light. They have to make another one. Let's do it, I mean. No, but then I waste. Okay, then put some money on it. I'm filled with money that I cannot use in any way. And we cook on the damn thing. Should go like this. No, again I pressed the wrong button. It's not the most intuitive interface, that's for sure. Let's cook one lizard. I would like to eat a lizard. No, not like this. Equip is the button on top. Yeah. Put the lizard on the fire. Perfect. Now it's cooking. What are these? There's sharks on the... Okay, the stranded sharks. So there are really sharks in this water. Good thing we're going to save. Does it save? Use. Ah, I put some human legs on the fire. What an horrible thing to do. Maybe I want to eat the human legs now. No. This kind of life really makes you change, man. You become one of the natives, basically. It's not good to eat. It's hurting me. Am I eating human meat? Or should I say human flesh now? I don't care, just eat. No, I hope I'm eating the lizard. But I had some doubts about it. Okay, for drinking I just use the soda. Also restores my energy. What the fuck did I... Okay, I have a school in hand now. And... Let's go and save. No, this is rest, this is save. Okay, and now I can risk it, I guess. I just saved. Let's go to sea and check that island. Past the sea filled with sharks. I go with katana in hand, I guess you can never be too careful. I don't know how a katana can be effective against a shark. Okay, apparently not at all, because now the katana is gone. But judging by the speed at which I swim, it's the most dangerous thing. If something comes up, I'll be completely incapable of reacting. What is that? It's shooting on the water. Well, probably the water effect is a bit worse than it should be, but I lowered the details. Ah, wait a second, I can go underwater. Ah, there is a way to move faster, okay. Ah, that's just the top of... So, it works like this, okay. You point your head at where you want to go. Maybe I will go faster if I go underwater. It seems so. Also, you can't see anything underwater, and that kind of makes sense, I guess. That's some sort of sandbank, I guess. I've never been there. I don't know. Maybe they changed the game since I last played. I've seen already 2 new things. That cave with the katana and this place over there. Ah, there's one of the native there. I don't think he will swim after me. I no longer can see him. Okay, making some slow progress. My energy is okay, I guess. There shouldn't be anything too dangerous. Let's go underwater a bit. Now, if the shark comes, we have the save in any case. So, not too many worries. Woo! Looks kind of realistic, I should say. That looks like an ancient boat, like some sort of old times ark. I'll doubt it will take some time to also go back to shore, but I guess it's worth it. Probably they made my time worth it to go there. Let's look underwater. No dangers in sight. The 3D effect makes the wave that come at you look really convincing. You should really try this experience. It's the strangest thing. It's an anchor of some kind, but I wouldn't go too much underwater. Also, the sound design is good here. Feels very, very realistic. Some sort of crab creature. What is that? Well, my thumb isn't actually in that position, but the index wouldn't know actually. It only tracks the front fingers, not the thumb. Or maybe the game doesn't take it into account. Ah, okay, you control the thumb with the thumbstick. Rightly enough. When you press it, the thumb moves. Here are some more turtles. I'm not going to attack the turtle. Ah no, wait a second, now I have a katana. Maybe I can kill the turtle. It has remained a pet peeve of me. This is also a sea turtle. Excuse me, nature. I have to eat. Ah, so you can kill the turtles with the katana. Look how... Okay. And the shell is also useful. You make something with the shell. You actually have to eat the dead, if you can imagine that. It's realistic enough. So even if the ship has nothing, at least we killed a couple turtles. I can only bring one of these. Okay. I will have the meat to eat. Let's see if it was worth it. Took it some time to get here, but maybe it's worth it. Well, I expected a bit more. It's completely... There's nothing on this rack. To tell you the truth, I think it wasn't the best idea. There's a couple of arrows, but no bow inside. Let's explore the island thoroughly. It's completely new territory to me. There must be something of value. I mean, this game isn't randomly generated, by the way, so if they put something like this here, it has to have a meaning. In fact, I don't know how many elements of randomness come into play with this. There must be some. I'm not completely procedurally generated in any case, that I know for sure. Ah, you jump like this, by the way. I didn't even know how to jump up to now. Is it possible that really we wasted our time? Nothing on the bot at all? It's just the head of the turtle. I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. That's strange. I'll do another trip around the island before giving up. But I don't think there's anything to do here. Unfortunately not. Maybe you know what's the purpose of this, for building a base together with other players, maybe away from an enemy team or something like that. Ah well, instead of backtracking, I tell you what, I got nothing of use from here. Let's just load the save on the shore. There's really no reason to do it again. There wasn't nothing at all, 2 arrows. I won't waste further time to come back. Instant backtracking. Well, I don't know about this game's developer. Maybe they lost themselves in the very fiction they've created. And here we are back up to shore instantly. No, almost. Still loading. I don't have a clock, by the way. Of course, I mean a real life clock. because one of the overlay didn't start for some reason. But we don't care. And give me the katana, please. That's the standard thing I want to keep in hand, just in case. Let's keep exploring. Maybe I'll find another cave. And this time I know how to throw the Molotov, by the way. Well, already I knew how to throw it. Unfortunately, the developer thought otherwise. That's the only logical way with the index, really. You open your hand, you throw the grenade. Otherwise, what's the purpose of these things? What a strange looking tree. Completely solitary. Oh, no, I ran it too much. And what is my energy, really? Should be the blue one. But it isn't, because it's full. I mean, if it was the blue one, I wouldn't be having problems. Nothing useful here. This is another strange, but I think useless thing, because what's the purpose of this tree? Just to make me go astray. Ah, this is the ship. I mean, the boat, I remember. Yeah, that has useful stuff. I swam the wrong way. Okay. Not many encounters with the enemy, by the way. Do you think I will get hurt if I go down? No, I don't think so. Not much in any case. And let's go. This won't even take as long. That's where I should have gone. Yeah, this is worth it. I do remember well. Also, there should be another cavern nearby, probably up that hill. Let's see how it goes. Come on. I hope the sharks don't come. Because this game does have sharks, I'm sure about it, I do remember. Also, you see the sharks stranded over there, so... Ah, the natives are waiting on the shore. Hey, hi natives! They really want to welcome you back once you go to land. That's good to know, I guess. Now, how do I climb on this thing? Should be from here. Okay. Now the jump, I know the button for the jump. These magazines, they were used for something. It's not useless to pick up magazines. Maybe, I think they enable new crafting recipes. Too bad you cannot see the crafting recipes in VR. This is a carton of milk. A photo. Mysterious sounds play for no reason. I think you need a code for this. What does it say? Megan Cross is the name of the child. This is worth nothing. But the frying pan, personally, I would take in a survival situation. You can have. This is the monster that killed me earlier, so we don't know what it is. Some more. That's probably oxygen. The Bibles we won't take. The tape recorder I'd like to listen. Ah, but I cannot open my inventory as you see because it takes so much space. Cassette player. Well, it probably was a cassette player without a cassette. That's the cassette. No. What does it mean? Craft. Craft what? Coins. And we need a code or key for that, I guess. Ah, this is another save spot. Might as well save, I mean, why not? But I won't rest, because if I rest then I have to eat, then I have to drink. It's a never-ending cycle. And apparently this serves nothing. But did I see he put the tape recorder on a stick near the thing? Well, you cannot do it anymore. Okay, let's go, I guess. There's something moving in the water. I don't very much like the look of that. I guess they could just be turtles. Let's hope so. Yes, indeed. Just turtles. We are the terror of this now that we have the katana. And by the way, give me the katana again just in case the natives do come. Equip is the top button. Okay. Button. We have to find another entrance to the caves. I remember they were all around. Now today I cannot find any. But we're going to find eventually another entrance. This is also the other shelter from before. I haven't walked that much. In fact, yeah, this is the village. The village has an entrance, I'm almost sure. I ran too much now, I'm tired. I have enough mat. Let's not just kill all the animals they see, there's no need. I will save again here, since it's a more advantageous spot. Closer to action, so to say. Without the map it's not easy to explore. And it's not easy to find the map either. This is rest, this is save, okay, save. What should I tell you? Let's go that way. The bunny you will never get with a cross weapon, you need the bow 100%. Sorted together a lot of materials. But I don't see anything that I could use to fashion a bow, no. I remember I had the bow almost from the start the other time. It mustn't be hard. Looking for another cave, now that I know how to use the Molotov. Are these particular red plants that maybe serve a different purpose? No, it doesn't seem so. This is probably the direction of the big hole. No, this is the sea again. I keep getting lost, it's just like being in a real forest like that. Okay, so this is where the island was, right? No, I think it's a different point of the coast. There is nothing. Ah no, it's the ship, it's a small ship, okay. So you have to go this other way, I mean, it's not like there's much else we can do. When you cannot pick the thing, it just moves like that, it's not the best made thing. Well, lets you get the idea, you have too many rocks and you cannot get another one. Moving in short strides, like sort of a ninja, maybe because I have the katana. I run 2 steps, then I go slow. Also, the likely cause is actually that I'm low on energy. Ah yeah, the energy is this. You actually have 2 indicators. The blue probably is the pool from which it restores. And then you have the actual energy that I actually run out. So we'll have another useful thing. I love the sound these things make. I don't think we can find caves so close to the coast though. I should go more towards the inner part of the island. Ooh. That's a big risk. I almost hit my monitor. Not the best thing to do. It can always happen in VR, especially if you play without the boundaries like I do. And after a while you do know the shape. The mushrooms, I don't know. Well, I'm not hungry enough to eat unknown mushrooms. Looks like a bad idea, let's go ahead. I'm still following the sea. Or maybe the sea is shaped in a way that keeps bringing it ahead of me. Let's follow the coast. I mean, it's as good as any way to orient ourselves until I find the actual map. I also have a compass. But how do you even use a compass? Ah. Where? No. It could be useful. Let's head east. Cool. You can keep it on your left hand. And if you do like this, you go back to the LiDAR, but then the compass doesn't come back. That would have been asking for too much convenience. Okay. Let's go towards east. I won't get lost again. I find a compass in a cave, then I forget about the compass. But does it really work, by the way? No! It doesn't work at all. No, you turn it. I'm also cutting stuff with the katana run. It's a fake compass then, okay, or a broken compass. Or they just half-assed it, that's also possible. It doesn't work in VR. Okay, so we don't have a compass. This means I didn't lose anything in the past 10 or 15 minutes. There's another village here. Okay, this is a point of interest, I guess, at last. This is fuel. The fuel is good. With the fuel probably you do the torches. More clothes. I don't know what I'll ever do with all these clothes. Seems I keep wearing them because they don't go in the inventory. I must have like a dozen layers by now. The dynamite is also something cute. Give me the dynamite. I better be careful when I throw that. If I make the same mistake as before, I think I'll be dead. Oh, a little bunny. Oh, a little bunny has escaped. Keep looking. I will eventually find the cave. I just won't lose faith. Should I keep the katana like Toshiro Mifune in the Seven Samurais over his shoulder while he stood like there, or very cool looking? I'm starting to get tired with the guy. I'm always running. No, I'm not going to swim to any more useful island. Useless island, I mean. Completely useless experience. Let's go this way. What time is it, by the way? Okay, it's 4 o'clock. No, because I wanted to also show you another game before we end. That's also on sale. And you could be interested in getting it. I have another half hour. I think I'll make a series of this, in any case. It's a cool looking game. And it seems to work well for streaming. I feel it's nice to watch. I'll surely keep playing it. Also to differentiate a bit my stream, because I seem to gather people are starting to get tired of me playing always the same simulators. I never get tired of the damn things, but I can understand for people it's different. Besides, why do you even watch a stream? To see new things. If you keep seeing the same things, you're bound to get bored eventually. Maybe the true fans of that game keep watching you, but what about all the others? And it's not that true that VR has few games. There are cool games for VR. You just have to look for them where, among all the shovelware. It also wasn't made originally for VR, and I think the interface shows it very clearly, and yet it's a good game when playing like this. If only I could find one blasted cave. Let's go that way. This is just water that is waist high. No, okay, now I can go below. Because you move faster when you're completely underwater. Should I? Basically they're offering for free. Give me the meat. Okay. Now we're getting far from the shutter finally, even though the compass turned out completely useless. I don't want to leave the game though. I want to find at least another cave before we switch. I'll go there. That looks like the entrance of a cave. The energy is almost over. I should also eat and drink. Luckily I have the very convenient stuff I found. This is a game where you don't have as many time wasters as other survivals. You always find the stuff you need to keep going on. Whereas if you play something like Ark, for instance, I mean Ark, the one with the dinosaurs, you're constantly eating and drinking. You never have enough energy to do anything. And this is much more fun in my opinion. Sorry. There's another encampment over there. More buildings by the natives. We didn't meet many natives today. I think I've been lucky like that. Or maybe unlucky, depending on how much I was looking for action. Let's see if the tents have something good. The natives village are almost always the same. It's so slow in the water. It's getting dark, by the way. More Bibles. I think they came to make them convert to Christianity. It seems like a difficult thing. These being basically human-like, humanoid monsters that eat human flesh. Not very easy to convert, I believe. And this is a new place, in any case. Now we're just stumbling in the dark. Maybe this is a cave entrance, let's see. No, of course it isn't. I will also jump with the thumb pad on the index controller, good to know. Good to know. This is the snowy area. I remember there was one. It's getting very dark. In theory I should build a shelter. But I want to move towards the action. Stick. Well, I can't see anything like this though. I don't think it's a good idea to keep going. No, I definitely should build something and sleep. Okay. What do I do then? I need the axe first thing. So we will also have a save point here. So if you would be so kind as to give me... Here it is. It's also got its very convenient lace. Light. Serial killer. Achievement unlocked. Why am I serial killer? What did I do to deserve it? I built a small one, of course. It's the only one that makes sense here. I have the sticks. I have the stones. One stone is missing, but there's many here. So give me the stones. And for the logs you just bring this big one down. Look at this, it even cuts when you go backwards. Not the best made thing. I'm feeling like a character on Sword Art Online now, when they have to bring down the tree at the beginning of the new series. Here it goes. Yeah. It's falling. One piece. I keep quoting animes, you see. 1 piece, 2 piece. No, it's no longer an anime. Where is the third piece? Here it is. What was it? Okay, a bird. A bit disconcerting. I don't know why you need the 3 huge trees to build a tiny shelter, but that's the thing. And now it's falling right. I always make it fall towards the shelter. At least it didn't hit it straight on this time. So it becomes the same 3 pieces of log. 2 and 3. There's another one missing. Okay. How fast can I make it? Very fast apparently. Rest. Save. So, where are we? Ah, that was another piece. Now I have to eat and drink, of course. I don't know if that is salt water. Wow, it's very windy. Ah, it's a phone, okay. Maybe I could try and kill it. They're pretty stupid also. No, it's in any case much faster than me. Just eat one of these. Another. Drink the final soda, I guess. Now I can go on. Oh, there's a feather. I wish to show you at least another cave because before switching game. No, it is caving. Time is it? 4. Oh no, we have the time to find it. I'm sure I will find it. It's mostly down to luck though. Let's say I cannot climb here. Let's prepare the katana just in case. It's been the most tranquil session of this game I ever had. Normally you are constantly attacked. Getting tired again. This isn't the place that can lead me to interesting discoveries. I should have gone upwards. Then again, it seems like a path. How's my energy? Okay, almost recovered. Nothing down there. Nope. We're on the other side of the island, I think. This isn't the same sea as before. I think I went the wrong way. Oh, we start. Finally back to an actually modeled part of the island. There's nothing here though. Reload the save. It's the best thing to do at this point. Reload the save, and at this point I go upwards. Where is the menu? Ah, yeah, the other side. Continue. Aid in bushes to escape from enemies. Yeah, I would do it if I met enemies. There is seemingly none. Almost loaded. Okay, I think I hadn't eaten yet when I saved, yeah. One of these, one of these. Well, maybe 2 of these. Oh. Well, it sometimes can be hard to find points of interest, of course. I mean, you're lost in a forest, that's the entire point of the game. I will go this way. He's trying to save his life. I can drink for free here. You have to align yourself very well. This is the snowy area, by the way. Oh! A new animal. A new, very aggressive animal. But easily was killed. We might as well eat the damn thing. Nope. Still nothing. Well, if I see this again, I'll have to look into wiki. That's just a tree, okay. You're cold and wet. Build a fire to get dry. Yeah, well, I'm not going to waste my time to do that. Still I see nothing, whatever way I look. More natives. What did he do? He fell on his butt all by himself. Let's go to the snowy area, but I'll go there armed, just in case. Okay. Am I still cold, by the way? No, I dried. No. You're cold and wet. It probably will drain my energy faster. Seems like a more difficult area. No, I picked up that guy. We don't need it. Maybe I should employ stealth here. I don't think it's wise to go looking for trouble in this area. How's my energy? I don't see big problems with the fact that I'm cold. Maybe it's draining a bit of my health. It's not like I can build some kind of better... Maybe... No, you can only keep clothes like this. 5 lizard skins. Combine. It's combining nothing, you just sit on the ground. I don't know. Let's go that way and see what happens. Well, the wildlife is there, that's sure. Just nothing of interest. I think they greatly reduced the number of enemies since I last played this. I remember when I came to this spot, for instance, I was constantly under attack. So it's either a bug or they made the game easier. Also, we've been certainly unlucky with the exploration because I can't seem to find the caves. Ah, maybe I spoke too soon. What is that? Another piece of a plane. Something that crashed here previously. It's another suitcase with more clothes that they cannot seem to wear. And then, what's inside? Ah, that's a rocket pistol. Probably a useful thing to have. Nothing else of value. Let's see how it works. Flare gun, it's named, yeah. Does it shoot like this? Yeah, now we waste a flare, but we know how it works. Still has some, it seems. Interesting design with the flares mounted like that. That's a tent over there. What the fuck? Oh no, okay. There's no save me from hurting myself. Maybe around that lake. I keep saying I'm cold, but there are no big consequences. Yes, it's drawing more energy, and basically you have to rest earlier than expected, but it's not so bad. This is the entrance of a cave. I made it! No, it's just a wall. What the hell? Well. If I wanted to do the other game also, it's about time, I guess. No, I haven't saved in a while. Now let's go ahead for a while. Maybe if I follow the river. I tell you what, it's pointless, guys. I will get to nothing of importance in the times that remain. Let's go and play the other team for a moment. Well, this is the forest. I mean, it's a cool game. The graphic is very good. It can be interesting as well. It has been the past times I played. Just today it didn't want to collaborate and I couldn't find anything. Maybe if you do actually buy it, it's discounted for just 10 euros at the moment. Do use a wiki, unless you want to stumble around the forest like I did. The titular forest in question. And this is also discounted. And this is a more quick game that you maybe know, or maybe not. Want to play around with it, just for the heck of it. Charge music starts to play. I also have to untangle the cable. Sanctuary. So this is the archery game that is named In Death. Basically, it's a roguelike disguised as something else. Did I just lose? Yeah, I think I lost focus on the window because no more sound is coming. Okay, now it's coming again. So this is a game where basically you're some kind of ethereal being, so you can teleport around. It was the kind of device they utilized in the first days of VR, but here it's made in a well thought way. And it's also a quicker paced action game, or the kind I normally enjoy more. I wanted to try the forest, but now I'm not so sure it was a good idea. Maybe I should have gone with this from the beginning. This has no wasted time. So basically you're always defending yourself against the continuous wave of enemies that come. You can summon a shield like this. And the important part is to hit the vital points, because otherwise they just keep coming, especially these night guys. With a time like this, it feels like an old arcade game, to tell you the truth. It's the kind of thing you used to play in the arcades. But it's well made, really. If you don't know it, it's another recommended purchase for me. Or maybe it's the only recommended purchase after today's experience of the forest. Why do I keep losing focus on the window? Okay, now I have it again. Probably the cursor goes... Yeah, that's what happens. It happened like that. The cursor goes to the chat window and I lose focus. This sucks. I'll have to put the chat window somewhere else. You can teleport in two ways. You either shoot the teleporting arrow, which is done with this button, or you have this... I think it's supposed to be a feather. You throw it and you teleport to the place where you throw it. You can also move, but it's very slow. It's a relic basically on that time when they thought that any kind of VR game would make people nauseous if they could move about. Now we know that's not true for everyone. But if it is true for you, do consider the fact that this game is easy in that aspect. You won't find yourself in difficulty. And this is, I guess, also a positive thing. The Black Knights are harder to kill. You actually unlock things with achievements in this game. And that's what I did, because in the beginning these aren't there yet. I'm also being ganged up and basically destroyed. I haven't played in a while. Let's try again. This wasn't the best first try. Let's go and do it once more. Oh! And I hit the furniture. I really hate my furniture today. block, shoot, block, shoot. It's a bit of a routine. Okay, now I'm getting back the hang of it. Ah, teleported away. Yeah, this can also teleport. No, I tell you, it's a cool game. You might think it's old, it's not worth it, but in my opinion it's still one of the most fun things in a minute by minute basis you can find in VR. Just knock this guy down with a shield like this. And these are the extra weapons you have. These go in a rack like this, but I don't know how to summon it with the... like this, with the index controller, because when I played this game I did it with the Oculus. But I played it all the time, probably during the first year it was one of the best games we had. No, I lost focus on the window again. That's bound to be a problem. No, because it actually pauses you when you go there. So let's pick the extra weapon, because I see a lot of enemies. And this is the one that does the electricity effect. Not bad at all. No. Yes. One final one to that guy. No. So, of course, what you do in this game actually has very little to do with real archery. You basically create arrows out of thin air. You don't have to knock them or anything. They're ready to fire. But it's fun. It's fast-paced, and it's a nice form of combat for VR. Works very well for this medium. Let's go back to stand and arrow. I don't want to waste them all. The movement is really convincing if you don't think too much about it. I imagine many of you already knew this game. Oh. I've always enjoyed it personally. Probably one of my favorites. It's also randomized, so every time it's a bit different. And you go here and you recover your health. You have some sort of coins you spend for it. And it costs more every time you do it. This is the healing item. Okay, I don't have enough coins, it seems. Only 1610, you need 3990, okay. So no healing for me, I guess. You can also find this in the game environment in any case. The environment, well, it's limited, it's always the same, but it does look cool. In my opinion, it does look cool. It's a bit inspired probably by Dark Souls, the Anor Londo environment. Okay. Oh, there was an arrow. Ah, there's still a guy. No? No? Okay. Here's another special arrow. The ball of lightning arrow. Put it here, I guess. I use it also, look at that. No, it's the other button. Yeah. Now, of course, I lost focus on the window. Wait a second, I kill this guy, then I love Avdio again. Why did he make it like this? We will have Avdio soon enough. But maybe I can just do... Yeah, it's easy. If I don't find health, this won't be the longest match. I'm already a bit low. No, where does it go? Ah, this is the one that replenishes ammo. Okay, just goes there. No, I don't want to use this though. Yeah. Now I lost focus on the window again, because of course it had to happen. I got killed again. Okay, well, it's not the easiest game. And I guess another run is out of question because now I don't have much time left. So let's go to the salutations or something such. Increasing the size of the camera. I now also see it got dark. Unfortunately, I didn't notice, and you can barely see me. I'll turn on the lamp, even though it's a bit late to do it. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I've shown you a couple of games. Personally, they both cost very little today because they're discounted on Steam. Between the two, I probably would choose the second. But if you already have it, also the Forest can be interesting, I swear. If we do eventually play it again, I will show you. And tomorrow I won't be able to stream, unfortunately, but I will be back on Sunday and we'll see what we play. So thanks as always for watching to the very end, and goodbye from Italy. Ciao ciao!